There's nothing sexy about them. Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, and one of them determines whether you're male or female. How many times do I have to explain this to you? I'm helping Karen with her studies this morning. She came over with her school bag just as I found myself with some free time on my hands after finishing my morning duties. That's why repetition is important. If you go over the same thing again and again, you'll master it eventually. Depending on the results of today's exam, she could be excused from her remedial... don't know how to pronounce that. Remedial classes. That's why she's determined to get a passing mark. There's a limit to how much I can teach her, but, well, I just can't say no when she's trying so hard. Get some bread in your mouth and start running. Okay, good luck. I'll be watching over you from the shadows. Maybe I should have spent more time on language with her. You're welcome. What? Why is that? Why does it have like the little thingies? Oh.
See you this afternoon.
Alright, I see how. I should have said like, you are welcome. Okay, Raja Zatto. Take it easy, Karen.
You too, Setsuna.
Fuck, this is so stupid. Karen waves me goodbye and runs off. She didn't even study once before this morning, but she seems to have gained a lot of confidence in her English. Izid. Oh my god, this is fucking... that was not racist at all. The game wanted me to do that, clearly. Because that was what the character was saying too. She's always wanted to set out into the world, so English is the only subject she's been keeping up with. She isn't doing particularly well in it. Let me just say, at least the pronunciation part, you know. Now we'll just have to hope that the questions about genetics won't go beyond the scope of what we covered. After seeing Karen off, I return to the living room and I'm surprised at who I find there. Whoa, you're here. Good morning, cool, and I just happened to have a guest this morning. Cool's as observant as always. Ara. She glances towards the stairs and lets out a small sigh. Well, Udon did give her quite a few drinks, though I feel like Kuon had much more to drink than Nina. What time is it then? And yet she's acting as if it was nothing. Are these two really related? No, it's nothing. Alright, I'll be back soon. Yeah. Hey Dina, are you up yet? I call out to Dina through the closed door, but there's no answer. Coming in. Really? As if the door's locked. Or if the door's locked, I'll leave her alone. At least that's the excuse I make myself when I put my hand on the doorknob. Creak. I gently open the door. Dude, I get PTSD. Okay, everyone's neat and tidy, just as I expected. The textbooks on her desk are sorted by year, and her school uniform is hanging neatly from a hook. Did we ever get to see her in a school uniform before? At first glance, it looks like a normal high school girl's room, but I can't shake off the feeling that something's wrong here. On the bed, I find... What's wrong, then? Nina sleeping on her stomach. She's still wearing the clothes from yesterday. She must have gone straight to bed, even without changing into her PJs. Yeah, that's what's bothering me. Considering her general slovenliness? Excuse me? Thesaurus? What the hell? Google can't tell me what it is. Cambridge English Dictionary. Slovenliness? The quality of being untidy and dirty. Alright, you expect her room to be messier than this. Considering her general laziness or like whatever. I get the idea. The room is too tidy. It's almost as if she's keeping it like this on purpose. It's like she's trying to make it look as if she's a normal high school girl. I pick up a book titled Math 3 and flip through the pages. My eyes are drawn to the date in the colophon. February 1st, 1993. I think we are in 1999 at the moment. So that would be like, what, 6 years earlier? It was published over 6 years ago.
ジロジロ見ないでよ。いやらしい。
Yarashi. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up.
謝るところが違うと思うんだけど。
Sorry, I looked without asking. I've been helping Karen with her studies, so I thought I'd brush up a little on everything I've forgotten.
違うわよ。
Oh, is she referring to the fact that I came into her room? Well, Kuan told me to go and wake you up.
だからって勝手に部屋に入るのはどうなのよ。
Don't act like we're strangers.
どんな仲よ。
I wonder about that.
まったくお母さんは普通年頃の娘の部屋に男を入れる？
Nina pouts sulkingly. She must be annoyed at her mom for treating her like a little kid. But he didn't even change clothes before going to bed.
あれ？私どうしてこの格好？
She hadn't noticed?
せつなとカラオケしてたところまでは覚えてるんだけど。
That's when she started drinking beer. Seems like she's completely forgotten everything after that. Things got pretty crazy after that, you know?
どんな風に？なんで黙るのよ。なんで笑うのよ。
I never imagined you'd act like that when drunk.
なんなのよ。
Still, on the other hand, I'm kind of glad she doesn't remember anything. Thinking back to everything we talked about on the beach, it's pretty embarrassing. Nothing okay. What's done is done. Don't worry about it. Pat, pat on the head. What did we even talk about, man? I already forgot. It's been, what, 2 days? 1 day? Oh no, I can't even go back far enough. It was, me, the person she was waiting for. Whatever. Don't force yourself, Nina. Oh, we're going out in the sun. Your legs are shaking. It's the early afternoon, and the sun is right at its peak. Nina and I are walking along the unpaved road. If you're wondering how we ended up here. Nice. Great job, Karen. Wait, you only got 30% on most of them? What? What? You need a 25% correct to pass? How low is this? What the? Isn't that standard a little low? I haven't done much, honestly. It's your own efforts that paid off. Oh no!
Would you help me?
With play. Am I supposed to? No, this doesn't have the angled brackets, right? Come on, don't be a mooch. Though I guess I have lunch break anyway, so I'd be glad to. That's why we're here. Wait, why did things turn out like this? Oh, are we gonna get shaved ice again and not finish eating it? Nina is walking slowly, taking it one step at a time and tightly clutching the handle of her parasol. You said the word, by the way? What? Oh no, what did I miss? What? Me? Oh, God, Jesus. Oh my God, what the fuck? Someone's gonna be on YouTube and watch this in like 3 years and they're gonna be like, what's the deal with me? Don't worry about it. Oh my God. For the context, look up, I don't know, Restage Dream, what was it again? Restage Dream Days Me. Hasagami. Oh, whatever. Oh, well, it is in fact shaved ice we're gonna be having. From beneath the parasol, she gazes straight forward at the hill. Hey, Rine.
Nani?
I'm not Setsuna. I'm not the one you want to eat shaved ice with. And yet, why are you trying so hard?
だって
Don't tell me she wanted to eat shaved ice with me.
美味しいんだもの。竜宮のかき氷。すっごく大きくて、ふわふわで甘くて。
I guess not.
まるで雪にそのまま砂糖をかけて食べてるみたいで。
You make it sound like you've eaten snow before?
あら、あなたはないの？普通やるでしょ？子供の時。
Well, I tried it as a grown-up.
でね、調子に乗って食べ過ぎちゃってお腹壊しちゃうの。
Yeah, me too. You really shouldn't eat shaved ice outside of summer.
それも今日みたいに暑い日にね。
Why would you shave ice? It doesn't have any hair. Jeez, fuck. Not before long, the fear disappears from Nina's voice. Maybe if she never really needed Setsuna, maybe it's good enough for her to have me by her side.
どうかした？刹那。
It's scorching today, isn't it? I hurriedly avert my gaze. I shouldn't get ahead of myself. I have to pull it together. We've only known each other for 3 days. The memories we made together and that moment our hearts connected, they don't exist yet at this point in time.
傘入る？
We shouldn't fit underneath it together. Or we wouldn't fit
じゃ
underneath
あ
it together.
帽子かそっか。
What? She's gonna take off her hat. It's fine. I have hair to protect me, unlike you.
私だってあるわよ。こんなに遠かったなんて。
Nina keeps grumbling the whole way.
昔と地形変わってるのかしら。
What? Until finally she starts talking nonsense. We're about halfway there. Well, not bad for a first day out, I suppose. Your reverse sleep cycle must have taken its toll on you. How about we call it a day and turn back?
でも
You'll have to regain your strength bit by bit. Summer has only just begun. Spear leaves. There's gonna be some major plot twist that happens now. And Spear will miss it, you know. Dina gazes at the unpaved road stretching out endlessly before us. Beads of sweat are trickling down from her forehead. The road slopes gently uphill from here. Once you pass the tea house at the top of the hill, you've almost reached the town. Beyond that lies the main street and the harbor, and eventually the mainland, a few hours away by boat. And of course, that isn't the end. Even though we call it the mainland, it's only a small island nation in the east. Japan. The world stretches out far, far beyond it. The tea house is just the first checkpoint for Dina, I'm sure. And she doesn't want to give up before having reached it. Alright, but let's take a small break first. The heat's starting to get to me too.
休むってどこで？
There's only one place to go. Well, we're standing right next to the entrance. But we have to like walk up the stairs the whole way? Oh well. Sada, would you let us take a break here?
私の家は時間貸しの宿ではありませんが。
Come on, Nina, sit down here. Phew, tatami mats are so relaxing.
あら、ほんと。いつかうちも改装して和室を作ろうかしら。
Washitsu. That's interesting. That probably just means Japanese room. Washitsu. Yep, Japanese style room. That makes a lot of sense. Given the kanji. Okay. Doing Japanese research. Big brain. Despite her scornful look, Sada's still thoughtful enough to bring us some barley tea. She's completely warmed up to me. Oh, thanks. I was just getting thirsty. I knocked back the tea in one gulp. Burp. Whoops.
まあ構いませんが、昨日の恩もあることですし。昨日はありがとね、サラちゃん。おかげで楽しいパーティーになったわ。いえ、お礼を言わなければいけないのはこちらの方です。ぜひまたみんなでマリカをしましょう。マリカ？
Oh, she doesn't remember anything that happened after she started drinking?
かなり飲まれてましたからね、リンネさん。ねえサラちゃん、昨日の私、どんなだったの
？Sarah looks at Nina and then that at me and then back at Nina.
すごかったです。なんなの、刹那といい、サラちゃんといい。私、どうなっちゃってたの？
I'm sort of starting to feel bad for her, so maybe I should lift the tip of the veil. The last round doesn't count, so I won? Huh?
せつなさん、ダメですよ。あまりリネさんをいじめては。
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Uh-oh. I don't get it. Oh no.
今の私？リネさん、世の中には知らない方が幸せなこともあります。やっぱり私なんだ。
She buries her face in a cushion and flails her legs about just like I'd imagined. Sorry for calling on you so suddenly, Sara.
せつなさんの破天荒さにはもう慣れました。それにちょうど一区切りついたところでしたし。
I look around the room trying to figure out what she means. Several cardboard boxes have been opened, with their contents scattered across the floor. Were you cleaning your room? This must be destiny. Then I'll help.
違います。ただの探し物ですよ。
Looking for something?
これ、サラちゃんの写真
Dina innocently asks while picking up a photo from the pile on the table. I notice Sara's expression stiffen slightly.
ねえ、もしかしてこの写真に写ってる人って。
The photo shows a smiling woman hugging a little shrine maiden. I know now that that's like Udon. Judging by Sara's height in the photo, it must have been taken years ago. Maybe that's why the woman in the photo oddly resembles both Udon and Sara like we know her now.
やはりそういうことでしたか。未来から来た私、看護婦の有馬ウラですが。
That's the one thing you remember? Remembering? Hey Sara, could I get some more tea?
いいんですよ、せつなさん。うすうすは気づいていましたから。
Right.
だからこうして
At
母
least
の
she
写
knows
真を
now.
探していたんです。
Sara spreads the photos on the table and lets out a deep sigh.
今度会ったらきちんと問いただしませんと。
There isn't a trace of anger in her voice. To me, she looks more relieved than anything.
どういうこと？
To put it simply, Udon is actually Sara's mother, Garando Maria.
せつなさんも人が悪いです。知っていたのなら教え
She
てくだ
didn't
さって
want
もよか
to.
ったのに。
Well, I figured I shouldn't poke my nose into other people's family affairs.
私はてっきりこの島にもう一人未来人が来たものとばかり。
Wait, that's why she's so relieved? Can't have history being altered any further. One time traveler is more than enough.
ええ、確かにその通りですね。
Sara flashes a bashful smile. It's the same smile as the one little shrine maiden in the photo wears as she clings to her mother.
あれ？この写真、私？
I glance at the photo Nina has picked up. Shows a summer festival. I recognize the shrine grounds. It's bustling with people and food stalls. On the stage, set up in the middle of the grounds, a woman who I assume is Udon is dancing. The flame of her torch illuminates the scene around her. In a corner, a somewhat lonely-looking girl in a yukata is eating a sausage. Isn't that... Huh?
見てください。私も写っていますよ。
Can I see it too?
サラちゃんまだちっちゃくて可愛い。幼稚園くらい？あ、このお母さんに手を引かれてる子供、お姉ちゃんじゃないですか？あら、まさに奇跡の一枚ね。
Kiseki no ichimai? Wonder what that's supposed to mean. Kiseki no ichimai. A photo in which its subject looks much more attractive than her usual self? Maybe that's not supposed to be the same thing here. Let's try open this in Weblio and see what that gives me as it doesn't tell me anything. What the heck? Nope. I have no idea. Oh well. I'll just believe the English.
この頃から出会っていたのでしょうか。私どうかしら。だってこれもう御三家の関係が悪化してた頃の写真でしょ。日付は
10 years ago?
1989年8月。そうですね。ちょうど海上ステーションの建設をめぐって島が二分されていた頃かと。確か ガランド家の主催で夏祭りが行われた最後の年だと聞いたことがあります。せつな、どうかした？
I'm a little startled when Nina suddenly addresses me. Oh, what were you girls like when you were little? Can I see? Nina suddenly flips the photo upside down as if she's realized something.
あんまりジロジロ見ないでよ。恥ずかしいじゃない。
But I can tell from her tone of voice that she's just covering.
せつなさん、ダメですよ。あまり過去をほじくり返しては。
I know. 1989, it would have been 10 years ago. Sada would have been 6, Karan 7, and Nina's age. But Nina's age doesn't match up. She would have been... She was lost 5 years ago. She would have been, then only 5 years younger. What's her age in this game? I don't even remember what her age in this game is. Whatever. Oh, the game's gonna tell me. Right, Nina would have been missing for 5 years, so at the time of the festival she would have been... I already know about that. That's not what bothers me. Tell me how... I forget her age, man. Yeah, maybe like 13 or something. Was it just my imagination? I only caught a quick glance at the photo, but among the children... What was that? Flashback. Fucking... Slender Man. You're right, Nina. There was a very familiar looking girl. I can't shake off the feeling. Dude, is this game gonna like start a whole extra phase to the story now? Or is this gonna be like... We're gonna have like 3 stories deep? Nina and I set off... Like, how long is this game? I thought we were almost done by the time we went back. Oh my... Nina and I set off towards the tea house again, but now we're both silent. Nina is hiding her face with a parasol, and all I can do is stare at her back as we walk. I'm sure all sorts of feelings are swirling around inside her right now. That legend revolving around a man named Setsuna and the unfortunate fate that the name Nina imposes on her. Just like the legend says, she met a boy named Setsuna and was separated from him again before being spirited away for 5 years. She's so captivated by the legend that she might one day throw herself into the ocean. This Nina is different from the other one, though she's still searching for Setsuna, the one who'll come and save her someday, cowering in the shadows where the light can't reach her. I thought I understood, but right now I'm unable to see into her heart and tell her how she truly feels. I can't stop thinking about the photo I just saw. I realized that I made a mistake. A mistake by what? By saying I'm not Setsuna? Phew, we're finally here. You must be tired, Nina. I'll go and ask for some water, so you sit down over there. Nina? I turn around and notice the empty look in Nina's eyes. Not again! She staggers and her parasol flutters up into the air. Nina! The moment she collapses, I catch her and prop her up. When her forehead touches the nape of my neck, I notice how hot she is. Take that in a different context. What the... Hot as in temperature? Nina, are you okay? I shake her by the shoulders, but she doesn't respond. Is anyone here, ma'am? I call towards the tea house and... I forget the voice of this character, so... Sorry, ma'am. She collapsed all of a sudden. Right, what is the clinic? It's quicker if I just carry her to the clinic. You go and make the call. I'll hoist Nina onto my back while the old woman hands me the parasol. Didn't know unconscious people were this heavy. Right, I'm off. After oh my, that word got my brain. My brain was like reading readjusting, and I'm like, what the fuck is readjusting? But it's readjusting my hold on Nina. I start running. Man, why do I always have to be like this? I'm so preoccupied with myself that I don't see what's going on right in front of me. That's why everything keeps slipping through my fingers. Damn it! Next time I'll definitely come and have shaved ice with her. Did I say it? That I did mention that they couldn't eat the shaved ice before, and It's happening again. This time it's different though. Just you wait for us, ma'am. When I stumble into the clinic, Dr. Morris and Uran are expecting us. Why is there a clock? That makes it sound much like more sinister than it probably is. They carried Dina into the examination room. Now all I can do is wait. And before it just like says Dina is dead, that would be... The needle of the clock creeps slowly around. Back, what happened? I fucking called it! Oh my god, Spear. I fucking said it. Something's gonna happen when Spear's gone. What happened? Dina collapsed. Every minute, every second is like pure torture. Even though I spent centuries waiting before, this feels so much worse. Finally, the door to the exam room opens and I'm called inside. Okay. What's an IV? IV? Intravenous therapy? It delivers fluids into a vein. Okay. Infuse. Oh, right. I know. Okay, I know the Dutch word for that. Didn't know you would call it IV. Whatever. I see. That's good. Suddenly, I realize how tired I am myself and slump down on a stool as the strength leaves my body. Jeez, she really scared me. Why do you think I would? I'm not a patient, I'm just accompanying Nina. Sorry, but I'm not in the mood to play along with your jokes right now. Udon stares hard at me for a moment before letting out a big sigh. Why does everyone seem to bring up this topic all the time? It's my destiny to keep on protecting her, that's all there is to it. She can tell me not to blame myself, but it's easier said than done. This wouldn't have happened if I'd paid proper attention to her. I should have insisted we turn back, or we at least made her rest in the shade a bit longer. I just told you, I'm not in the mood to joke around. Faces, man. The truth. She is, in fact, wearing... She's got no choice. I mean, she has Sublight. She doesn't. No, she... Indeed. Huh? Yeah, she doesn't. Was this not established in the previous part? No, just don't even... Yeah, that's right. She's convinced herself that she has Sublight Syndrome and fears the light of day. But that doesn't make it her fault, does it? It's all because of the disease. It's not just Nina either. Many people here are afflicted with it, either physically or psychologically, and that's true through history as well. It's like a curse eating away at the island. As long as that curse isn't lifted, Nina won't be able to live at ease, but the Setsuna, who's expected to lift the curse, isn't here anymore. Yes. Well, yeah. Are we gonna do vaccine? She gauges my reaction for a moment and flashes a small smile. Almost as if she's telling me that the key to saving the world lies right here. Is it the thing that I'm thinking of? Did the game do enough research? Yes, I called it. I said it last stream. It is the thing. It refers to an individual differences in DNA, which determines people's susceptibility to certain diseases. It's been getting a lot of attention recently. Susceptibility to certain diseases? I mean, depending on... but sure. Diseases, do you mean? Nice. You reckon it's just a genetic thing? Is it just a genetically inherited thing? Udon slowly opens a file and shows me its contents. What's this?
この島のバイモン病患者の名前を性別ごとにリストアップしたものです。ガランドー家に伝わる記録を元にしたものですが、
Is it a
近年の
female
患
only
者につ
thing?
いては私自身が直接お会いして確認しています。
I let my gaze drift over the list. Ohara, Garando, Beika, Hansen. A number of familiar names catch my eye. I also spot the name of a person I've been hearing much about. Ohara Norimasa. Which is... No, that's the dad of... yeah, Ina's dad. And the name next to it. Huh?
あ、彼女は外しておきませんとね。
Udon takes her pen and crosses out Ohara Rinne.
さて、このデータからは女性患者は男性患者の2倍近くいることがわかります。
Does that mean women are more susceptible to the disease? Would you
一
think
見
that...
そう思われるでしょう。が、次
Oh,
のペ
we're
ージをご
going
覧
into
ください。
genetics now. She encourages me to turn the page. It's the same list, except this one includes a chart containing the details in each case.
一口にバイモン病といっても、正確には2種類の発症パターンがあります。進行性と非進行性で
What's
す。
the difference? Udon points out two different groups in the chart and continues.
進行性の場合は、一度でも光を浴びてしまえば、急速に病変部が拡大し、早ければ数分、遅くとも数日の間に命を落としてしまいます。一方、非進行性の場合は、光を浴びた部分は元には戻りませんが、それ以上進行することはありません。例えば、のりまささん。りんねちゃんのお父さんは進行性で、リュウグウのおばあちゃんは非進行性ですね。この表では、発症パターンと性別によって患者をグループ分けしています。
In other words, there's a group of stable patients and one with the progressive disease, and each is then divided into men and women, making 4 groups in
こ
total.
の表から読み取れることは、
Show me the chart. She doesn't even need to explain. All the men have progressive Sublight Syndrome, while only a few women do.
もちろん、性別によって罹患率や発症率が異なる病気は
Guess what we
珍しくあ
start?
りません。
You remember what we started the stream with?
ですが、男女どちらかに固有の病気でもないのに、ここまで
It
極端
has
な
to
違い
do
が
with-
出ることはありません。
It has to do with the gender chromosomes. What was it? 6 chromosomes that we were talking about way at the start? There's only one way to explain it. Sex-linked heredity. Woo! I had to learn about this stuff earlier this year.
もしかしてご存知でした？
Wow, this gets too real for me, man. You know about it? Oh yeah. Yeah, I just happened to be reading about it in a textbook this morning. People have 2 sex chromosomes, women have 2 X chromosomes, while men have 1 X and one Y chromosome, which means it's likely the progressive one is in the Y chromosome. Good thing you delayed playing this game. Yes, absolutely. That's why DNA in the sex chromosomes difference between men and women, causing the sex-linked
正
heredity.
確に言えばこのケースは反性不完全優性遺伝です
X-linked
ね。
recessive.
バイモン病は反性不完全優性遺伝。すなわちその原因は X 染色体上の遺伝子異常
Yeah,
なのではないか。
yeah. Did I say
その
why?
観点から
Right.
私は研究を進め
If
ま
it's
す。
a recessive, that means that women who have the X will have is that how it could be? Men would have if there was a recessive on the X, would that mean that if a woman gets it that they couldn't, but a man would need two of the recessive gene?
そして見つけました。
You found the mutation? Are you 100% sure about that? So it is a genetic disease. Sublight Syndrome is currently an incurable disease. Its cause unknown. Well, is she saying that she's figured it
ご
out?
存知の通り、男性は X 染色体を1つ、女性は2つ持っています。
Yes. So, did I said it wrong again. I'm actually stupid. Right. So men have 1 X, which means if they have the recessive one, that they get it likely, and if the woman is gonna have an unlikely chance to have both or 2 recessive mutations in this case. That's why the females are less likely to get it, because if they have one other X chromosome, that means that they can have a dominant as well, which will overtake it, and males have a much higher chance. Anyway, Anyway.
X 染色体上に病原遺伝子が存在する場合、男性であ
If
れ
the
ば
male
即
has
座
it
に
on the
発
X,
症
they're
します。
guaranteed to
こ
get
れ
it.
が進行性です。一方、女性の場合はもう一つの X 染色体を持つため、その症状は男性と比べて軽微なものになります。も
Yes.
ちろん、たとえ女性でも2つの
They can
X 染
still
色
get
体
it
上
too,
に
but
共
they
に
would need
病
two
原
of
遺伝
them,
子
and
が
the
存在
chance
す
of
る
that is
場合は
unlikely.
男性のよう
Or
に進行
less
性になりま
likely.
す。
Yes. Because women have two X chromosomes, the probability of them having the disease is greater in the first place? No. However, it is extremely rare for it to be progressive, yeah, like it is in men.
この島では昔から経験的に男性に重篤な症状が出ることが知られていたのです。
Yes.
そのため女系継承という世界でも稀有な文化が根付いたのだと思われます。
Matrilineal system of inheritance? Even though it's... So, sorry, need to look up the word again. Define matrilineal? Yeah, based on kinship with the mother or the female line. That's because the female is the higher instead of the male. Usually, back in the day, it was usually the first son that would inherit the status or whatever. But in this case, it's the females because the females were less likely to be susceptible to the disease. They did it to preserve their family bloodlines.
かつてガランドー家が行っていた日送りの儀も病原遺伝子の遺伝子頻度を下げるという意味では正しかったのかもしれません。ですが時代は変わりました。疾病に対処する方法も変わっていく必要があ
Could
る
there
の
be...
です。
I'm not sure what you could do to stop this. But... Is that why Udon no Garando Maria went to the mainland to start her research?
この国で初の遺伝子治療が行われてから早
Gene
い4年、
therapy, you
遺伝病
can
に
do
対す
stuff
る遺伝
about
子
it.
導入の成果は徐々に世間に認められつつあります。今後10年で再生医療が花開き、さまざまな難病の治療に応用されていくでしょう。
It might be possible to change the gene. But yes, it will probably still take a while.
再生医療の応用先として期待されているのが皮膚です。
Hifu? What? Hifu, skin. Okay. What kanji is it made of? Skin and skin. Never seen these kanji. Whoopsie.
特に病原遺伝子の同定された
Are you
バイオン
100%
病は
sure
注目
though? I
を
mean,
集め
sure.
つつあり
She's
ます。
done good research. Garnering attention
問題は
abroad, like on the
極
outside
めて
world?
地域性の高い風土病であり、一般への知名度が低いことですが、いずれこの島が変わり、本土との門戸が開かれれば解決するでしょう。そう、バイモン病の治療法が確立されるのは遠い未来の話ではないのです。
I find myself captivated by Udon's words. It's a wonderful dream she's describing, but she makes it sound as if it would come true in the very near future.
バイモン病が呪いのままであり続けるのか、それともあるいは
It's
人
a
の
disease
力
you
で
might
乗
be
り
able
越
to
えてい
cure.
けるのか。
Might as well.
私はあの子たちにかかっていると思っています。
Nina, Sara, and Karen, they are burdened with the future of the island. If they change, the island and the future will change too. But Udon, Nina is... I'm not Setsuna. In me... I'm me, so I can't just turn to Setsuna either. What does that have to do? But I should be able to change her.
諦めるのはまだ早いかと。
ん？
治療法が確立され、この世界からバイモン病が根絶されるのは確かにまだ少しだけ未来の話です。ですが、病原遺伝子が明らかになったことで、バイモン病であるかどうかを医学的に診断することができるようになりました。
What does she mean?
もうかつての日送りの儀のような野蛮な儀式は必要ありません。健常者がバイモン病に怯える必
You
要
could
もあ
just
り
get
ません。
yourself tested, right?
簡単な DNA 検査でバイモン病か否か
So
の判定
Nina
が可
could be
能なのです
tested
か
on
ら。
this, and she'll have proof that she doesn't have the disease. Nina told me that you examined her before. Don't tell me.
というわけで、その時のリンネちゃんの DNA 検査の結果がこちらです。
Udon takes out a single sheet of paper.
きちんとした検査機関に依頼したものですから、 結果に疑いの余地はありません。
So, if we just show this to Dina, will she accept it though?
事実を
Are you
受け入れ
sure?
ることでしょ
She
う。
was just like, ah, it's not. Maybe Sublight Syndrome did start out as a curse back in the day, but things are different now. The clock keeps ticking, the times are changing. That's why we're now on course towards a future that nobody has seen.
ただ、正直、私の口から告げるには、この事実は重すぎまして。
Heart seems to skip a beat. Asteria's tone tells me this isn't one of her usual jokes. What do you mean? Dina doesn't have Sublight Syndrome. Ulan just said so herself. Then why didn't she tell Dina the results right away? What does that document say?
刹那さんならとっくに気づいていると思っていたのですが。
Now what? Huh?
それとも気づくことを恐れているのですか？
Ulan hands me a document and says,
リンネちゃんにどう伝えるかは刹那さんにお任せします。
Get the feeling she's testing me and warning me that I should pay closer attention to my surroundings rather than myself?
何が正解で何が間違いなのかは私には分かりません。ですがきっとあなたの言葉がリンネちゃんにとっての正解となるのだと信じています。決して間違えないようにお願いしますね。
She flashes me a mischievous smile. When the sun started setting, the harsh light has subdued, I leave the clinic with Dina. Our shadows are drawn out long on the ground. The sun could sink into the sea at any moment. The world is dyed crimson. The promise I made long ago flashes through my mind. I said I'd take her to see the ocean one day. What's the right answer? What's the wrong one? I don't know either. But this is my answer? It's a sweltering night. I'm lying spread-eagled on the bed with the windows wide open and a calm night breeze blowing in, but my body just refuses to cool down after my bath. If anything, I'm only getting hotter. What? My feet naturally guide me towards that place. The place where I first met her. The beach. No, that's not true. The past is connected to the future, and the future is connected to the past. Cause and effect are just as inseparable as endings and new beginnings. I thought it was the first time we had met, but that's not true. My legs start running. There's plenty of evidence. The way Dina started acting exactly like her when she got drunk. Is the things Kuon said about her waiting for somebody alone on the beach? The face of that young girl in the photo of that summer festival? The list of Sublight Syndrome patients in Udan's file? The DNA test results she gave me? And most importantly...
もしもう一度私に出会えたらもう一度好きになってあげて。
What was on that piece of paper? I'm falling in love with her all over again. Dine. She stands there on the white sand in her usual hat, at the center of her night kingdom. At my call, she turns around. The moonlight softly illuminates her windswept hair.
やっと来てくれた。
Isn't Nina like 13? Well, she hadn't aged for 5 years. I don't know, man. The girl smiles. It's her usual smile. It's the same one she used to wear back in those days. Yeah, that's right. Is that the reason I've continued my long, long journey to see this girl's smile?
どうしたの？息切らせちゃって。
Well, I already made you wait long enough.
別に約束した覚えはないけど。
But you were waiting, weren't you? She's been waiting here on this small beach for a very long time, just so she could see him once more.
始めよっか。
But
いつもの日課を。
But tonight will be the last time. We're each going to find what we've been searching for and end our journey. The tranquil night, listening to the gentle sound of the waves calms my heart, and the soft ocean breeze cools the glow on my face. Thinking back, it's been a hectic journey. That's why it's best to end it on a quiet note. I still don't really get what's going on. How do you... Is the idea here that she is the same Dina that we met in the future? But that doesn't make any sense, does it? And how did the the DNA test proved that. What did it have anything to do with it? Anyway, hopefully game explain me please. I'm not sure what's going on. This is the most fitting ending, a quiet conversation on the beach on a calm breezy night.
本当はね、もう来ないかもって思ってた。だって
Why?
こんなめんどくさい女の子嫌いでしょ。
Annoying, doesn't she mean so afraid of Sublight Syndrome that she doesn't dare go outside?
あのね、もう終わりにしようと思うの。これ以上あなたに迷惑をかけるわけにはいかないもの。
Excuse me? I get to choose? Oh, fuck this game, dude. Are there like 3 different paths to go for? What happened exactly? Yes? I'm not sure what this is referring to. What happened exactly? What happened to her exactly? I almost asked, but I swallow my words. Last night, Kuon told me that Dina's past is more complicated than most people's, but it doesn't matter what kind of past she has. The only issue here is whether or not I can accept it. Hey, do you know when your earliest memories are from? Dina lets out a small gasp and averts her gaze. Then, so softly that the rustling of the waves almost drowns it out, she says,
10年前
That was... Was that when the... She didn't have any memories after she reappeared after disappearing.
私ね、それ以上前の記憶がないの。学校に通っていたことも、友達と遊んだことも、お父さんのこともお母さんのことも、気がついたら、この浜辺に寝転がって、星空を見上げてた。
When Kuon said that Dina was found here on the beach, she wasn't talking about the time she'd been spirited away. She was referring to the time when Dina first washed up here 10 years ago.
まるで、その瞬間に生まれたみたいな気がした。でも、体が動かなくて、声を出すこともできなくて、息もできなくて。
I know exactly what she's talking about.
覚えてたのは、リンネって名前だけ。
Recently had a similar experience, but it happened to her 10 years ago, which means at the time she would have been... Bruh moment. 10 years ago. So, do I get to choose her age now? What's up with this? I thought she would be 13 at this point. However, she was lost. But that apparently that's not the same. Nina? I would say 7? 13, wouldn't that match up? Then she would be 23 at the moment. But I'm gonna say 7. It would make her 17 at the moment. Well, 4 would make her 14 at the moment. I don't even know, man. She's 17 right now. Logically speaking, she would have been 7 years old 10 years ago. However, something strange happened to her. She was spirited away. Time stood still for her during the 5.5 years that she was missing. Right, because that was what was... whatever. I bet you that there's different endings to this, depending on what I choose. You, bro. To her, 10 years ago feels like a mere 4.5 years ago. That's why she must have been 13 when she first washed up on this beach.
だんだん星の数が減っていって、私はこのまま死んじゃうんだって、ぼんやりいっぱいやりたいことがあったはずなのに、やらなくちゃいけないことがあったはずなのに、何にも思い出せなかった。
It was the same for me. All I was left with was a strong sense of duty, but I couldn't remember the crucial details of what I had to
で
do.
もね、最後の星が消えるその瞬間、男の子の顔が見えたの。私より2つか3つくらい年上の男の子。何度も何度も私の名前を呼んで、必死にこの世界につなぎ止めようとしてくれた。私はその男の子の顔に手を伸ばして、何かを、多分、名前を尋ねたんだと思う。
She asked for his name, but did she really? I tried to recall what I said first when I woke up on this beach myself. You said Nina? What was the name of the one I was really looking for? Right, it was Nina. In that case, the one you're truly looking for. The name you said first should have belonged to your mom. Your mom? Why do I get to make so many choices? Imagine all the paths I could try to take just now. Would they all just end up going back to the same thing? Or is it just gonna be... You're joking, right? The one she was truly looking for. You saw a boy. You asked for his name. Yeah. Only the exact combination will give you the true final ending. Are you kidding me? You're spoiling me on the game. Setsuna? Fucking Setsuna. Is that whose name she said? No, he's just a fictional character. That can't be right. The name you said first belonged to your Setsuna, right?
そしたらね、男の子はニコって笑ってこう答えたの。刹那だって。
Think back to the list of Sublight Syndrome patients that Udon showed me. Next to Ohara Norimasa's name, there was another name. Ohara Setsuna? Right. The boy who introduced himself as Setsuna to Dino was actually... You're fucking kidding me, dude! What the fuck? As Setsuna to Dino was actually me? What the fuck do I do? Dude, no way. It was me? Did the family had a son? Some of these answers are like what? Some of these answers truly are like, what? Ohara family had a son. If that was true, where did it fit into the story? Imagine if that was the answer or something. Fucking me. Fuck it. It was me. I'm a time traveler from the future. So I must have traveled to that same point in time to... No, that's not what I... Oh, fucking jeez, fuck. What does that mean? The boy she met was about 2 or 3 years older than her at the time, so she would have been about 15. He would have been about 15. Doesn't match up with my age at all. Oh no. That's probably the wrong path to pick. This is so awful, what the fuck? Am I gonna have to go back and choose like 10 billion different solutions? I might have to think this through properly, what would make most sense. I know... What? Oh, it just takes the other option anyway? Is the Ohara family's son? They didn't have a son. It wasn't just the Ohara bloodline that he inherited. He also inherited the gene causing Sublight Syndrome. Was ostracized by society. The only place you could play freely was on the beach at night. No. Should I? Jeez, fuck. On a certain night, a girl suddenly appeared calling his name. That moment would end up shaping both their destinies. This isn't it, Chief. This ain't it, Chief. This ain't it, Chief. The mayor told me I wasn't the first one to wash up on this island, and that the previous person brought them nothing but disaster. No, the whole thing with the Ohara family's son doesn't make any sense at all. They must have had a secret agreement amongst themselves. They planned to turn this girl who'd washed up on the island into a successor for the Ohara family to maintain a balance between the three families, and so the girl became Ohara Rinne.
刹那の話をしても誰も信じてくれなかった。そんな男の子はいないって。私は夜になると部屋を抜け出してこの場所に来て刹那を探したの。怖かったの。
Or have I forgotten that there was a son to the family? Was there? Because there was the part in the story where there was a boy who would live in that shack, in that shed. Was that the son of the Oharas? I've already forgotten, man. It's been too long.
お父さんもお母さんも素顔を見せてくれなくて、本物の両親だなんてとても思えなくて。
This is the reason why Udon was hesitant to show Dina her DNA test results. The truth is, bro, how does DNA test results mean she doesn't have parents? That's not how DNA works. She does have parents because that's how literally life works. If I'm gonna say she's not related to the Oharas. The answer here is pretty obvious. Uh-oh. She doesn't have parents? You're a kid, you must have come from somewhere. But yeah, no, I don't know what it is anymore, man. Sublight Syndrome is a hereditary disease caused by a mutation on the X chromosome. Ohara Norimasa had it. His X chromosome carried the mutation responsible for the disease. Right, so if he had a daughter, it would definitely have been passed on to her, but Dina doesn't have Sublight Syndrome, which means she can't possibly be related to the Oharas.
世界中が私に嘘をついてるみたいで、私が信じられるのは刹那だけだった。
The girl had wandered into an unfamiliar world, having lost all of her memories. The boy had been raised in complete secrecy and isolation, as if his existence had to be erased from the world. It was natural for the two to gravitate towards each other. They needed each other after all, but that mutual dependence distorted their relationship. They met by chance, led by a false sense of destiny, and I know the conclusion of their story. It ended in tragedy, because they allowed their supposed destiny to control them, and Nina was left alone in this world, waiting for the real Setsuna to return. All by herself on this beach of fated meetings. That's a nice CG, man. Hug. It's okay, Nina, I understand.
でも私には刹那がいたのに、あなたと刹那は違うのに。
Don't worry, it's fine this way. Hey Nina, I told you, didn't I? That you'd one day be able to love again? You'd simply believed what I said? You simply tried to fulfill your promise. It didn't have to be someone with the same name, you know? It could have been anyone as long as they made you happy. And yet, honestly, you're always so...
いいの？あなたは本当にいいの？
You've crossed through centuries, leaving our meeting behind in a distant future. You've crossed through centuries, leaving our meeting behind in a distant future, and yet...
こんな私でいいの？
You're choosing me again. Is she the same girl from the Never Island part? Yeah, you're the only one for me because I'm Setsuna. Many Setsunas have existed throughout the ages. The one from the legend, the one from the Ohara family, and the one who lost his life as a member of the exploration team. But I'm none of them. I'm me, the one and only. That's right, I'm Setsuna, and I've crossed through time just to see you. It's been a long, long journey. It's been fun at times, but pretty rough overall. Always takes me too long to realize what's truly important, and I've missed so many chances I had to catch you. But I won't let go of you anymore. I'll never let you go. Not until we meet our fate. Oops, I just hit the mic.
ねえ、 あなたは昔の私のことを知ってるの？
Yeah, I know you better than anyone in the
聞か
world.
せて。昔の私とあなたはどんな関係だったの？
No different from the way things are now.
それずるい。
Seems that I've got no choice but to tell her about our memories together. We often used to walk together searching for something, just like we are
こ
now.
の浜辺を
No, in a perfectly white world covered by a blanket of snow.
雪？
Clear azure sky stretched out endlessly above us, the sun shining brilliantly down upon
太
us.
陽。
Together we walked to the ends of that world.
探し物は見つかったの？
Yeah, it turned out to be a lot closer than we thought, but I didn't realize it at the time. Thinking back, it was probably because I took it for granted. She was always at my side. She stuck with me through the worst of times, even when I'd lost sight of myself, turned rotten and almost withered away. And that's why I was able to find what I've been looking for. And you know, the place we met,
その話はま
is
たい
this
つか
actually
聞か
the
せ
end of the
て。
game? Aren't you
そ
curious?
りゃ気にはなるけど。
I still don't quite understand what even happened just now, and I still don't properly understand the story at this point. So this Dina is also the Dina from the past, crossing through centuries, choosing me again.
私とあなたの出会いはこの小さな浜辺。今はそれでいいの。だってその方がずっと運命的だもの。
More like Mukul dreamy. You may be right. The eldest daughter of the Ohara family, Dina, and her servant Sanzankai Setsuna. She's right. It's fine this way for now. A bright future awaits us. A brilliant future which nobody has ever seen before.
帰ろっか、せつな。
But I want to eat the shaved ice still. Yeah, let's go home, Nina. We never got to eat the shaved ice. But if she one day regains her memories, then I'll tell her everything about the fantastic adventures we had together. That's it. It's the end. It's the end? Is it over? Oh no, I can't see. Ah, shit. We're back. We're back. Let's just
環
go.
境設定ね。
Nothing
あ
happened
な
at
たは
all.
どこから来て
If you're watching the YouTube video, nothing. We totally didn't spend like, what, half an hour on this bullcrap? Okay.
世界中が。さて、
Let the video play. Please. Yes, I see something happen. I still don't see it. I still don't see it. Ah, there it is. Way. Vilika, Vilika, Vilika. So this is... Although, didn't we have this ending before? It may be slightly different because different, like... Thank you, Spear, for helping. But this might not be true ending, apparently, so crap, we have to do other things. There's... Anyway. I might need to turn down the volume a bit. I'm afraid of clicking anywhere on the screen because it will probably skip. Yukari Tamura. Cast. Do I know any of these additional voices? Don't know my Japanese voice actors that are not very popular. Vilika, where are you? Magic Capsule Sound Production. Sound director is Sage and Yagahashi. This is similar to an ending we've already had, right? Maybe it's oh yeah, we had one like this for the other characters. That's why. So this isn't true ending, apparently. I don't know what to do now. We never ate the... ice, the shaved ice, man. Click at your own risk, yeah. I ain't doing that. Graphics. Bless Microsoft for Direct 3D not working. Where's the translation? Hiroshima layout. Backgrounds. Magnum. System UI design. Could this get copyright claimed on YouTube? If it does, I'll just remove it. Cat System 2. Fur-bearing trout. Villica Bloom, there you go. There's more people who worked on this though, but you know, let's go. We had such little time, I didn't get to read all the names. Front wing and prototype. Cat engine, or engine cat system 2. Oh, Grisaya works on it because it's front wing. That's fair. Cat system 2 is broke as hell. Doesn't play the videos. Anyway, okay. Finally, we're here after not long at all, man. Setsa and Nina found everything they'd been searching for and lived happily ever after. The end. Phew. I laid down my pen after I finished writing the closing words of my story. Reading back over what I wrote, though, I realize, maybe I don't have a talent for this after all. My grammar is a bit shaky at points, and what's up with that ending? Huh. It's so embarrassing to look at, actually makes me cringe. Maybe we should make the ending more bittersweet, give it a more mature feel. Whoa. Turn around towards the source of the voice. Nina. But I left a note on the table. Yeah, sorry about that. I just couldn't think of a good way to end my story, so I went out for a change of pace. Some time has passed since that summer. September is about to come to a close. This once sweltering island has started cooling down for fall, although the sunlight is almost as harsh as before, so it still feels like midsummer. Honestly, when is fall actually going to arrive? Slowly but surely, Alina is starting to get used to going out. She can even come all the way to the harbor by herself now. Nice. The island folk all gave her strange looks at first, but now they all greet her with a friendly smile. It seems like they were pretty worried about Dina despite everything. What a bunch of tsunderes. Written by the person who wrote their finals, what's it called? Thesis? Your graduation thesis about word of or about Japanese like weeb speech on the internet. Now that we've gotten to know more people, it's become a lot more fun to go out. Dina and I take walks all over the island as part of our daily routine. Whenever she gets hot, she pulls the zipper from her hoodie down to her chest, leaving me at a loss for where to direct my gaze. I never imagined her to be wearing nothing but lingerie underneath. Really? At this rate, it shouldn't be long until she's able to wear short sleeves. Maybe I'll even see her in a swimsuit next summer. I can't wait. What the fuck? Don't know what's gotten into Karen, but she suddenly said she was going to be applying for the National Center test. Apparently she visited a college's open campus when the mayor sent her to the mainland for an errand, and that kindled a spark in her. Every day after school, she barges into my room with an armful of textbooks. What am I going to do with her? I can only teach her the very basics, so usually she just sits at my desk by herself, diligently studying in silence. It just feels awkward to just sit and watch, so I've tried my hand at solving some of the problems myself a couple of times. But it's no use, I don't get it at all. It's just little sad how the distance between us seems to be growing larger every day. Jokes aside, she knows her stuff, and all that remains now is exam strategies, and choosing which colleges to apply for. I found a pretty good advisor for those things, so I've decided to leave her to look after Karen. Sara and Maria, have started living together. Maria has been gathering a ton of donations, as the devoutly religious regard her return from the dead as a Garando family miracle. Well, none of my business, I suppose. I heard she's sending the donations to a medical research facility on the mainland, so I don't mind turning a blind eye. Sada probably has mixed feelings about her mom's sudden return, but they're getting along pretty well for now. When I went to check on them recently, they were happily raking leaves on the shrine grounds together and preparing grilled corn on the cob. I smile, thinking back at how Sada, almost tripping into the fire in her excitement, got herself a severe scolding from Maria. It seems like Maria can act like a real mother sometimes. She told me she's planning to go back to the mainland when things are settled, though. And by that she means whenever Sara has grown up and started a family of her own, she must have the patience of a saint. What happened to the scientist girl? The one we saw with Karen? Well, at any rate, the island has slowly but surely started to change. Mayor Kurutsu now occasionally comes over for drinks with Kuon, has changed his policies, deciding to reopen the offshore platform to help promote the redevelopment of the island. It's not uncommon anymore to see people from the mainland in the harbor. Karen's older brother, Subaru, came back to the island for summer vacation. Seems he talked some sense into the mayor. He told me his was thanks to everything I've done for Karen, but I'm not some kind of babysitter, am I? Honestly, he's always been a disagreeable guy and probably always will be. As for me...
やっと完成したんだ。おめでとう、刹那。
The one from just before we went to the other world. That was her. That was the girl with Karin. Whatever. I see you finally finished it. Congratulations, Setsuna. Was it Karin? Jesus Christ, my brain. The two words have just fucked my head, man. Karin, yeah. The two names are just... ugh. Well, this is just the first draft. There's still lots of details I'm not satisfied with, so it's not really something I can show to people just yet.
あらあら、一発の作家気取りね。
Shut up. On a whim, I've taken it upon myself to write a continuation of that unfinished novel we found in the hut at the at the shore. I felt kind of sorry for it, being left unfinished. But it appears that I don't have any literary talent. Going over my manuscript, I realized that the plot is all over the place, and I can't help but feel that it's mediocre at best.
いいんじゃない？やっぱり物語の終わりはハッピーエンドじゃなきゃね。
Nina gently runs her finger over the final sentence. Setsuna and Nina found everything they'd been searching for and lived happily ever after. Well, if you say so. I unconsciously avert my gaze. I think I still haven't gotten used to this happiness. I've been feeling somewhat antsy for a while now. Here for you. I wrote it as a gift for you. Nina accepts the notebook with a sparkle in her eyes.
ありがとう、刹那。
She gives me a radiant smile. I have to say that it's not my best work though.
私が読みたかったのはちょうどこんなお話よ。
It's an action-adventure story in which a boy from the future saves a lonely girl. Thinking back, it's almost as if the occupant of that hut had the power to foresee the future. Or maybe he was trying to write his own conclusion to the island's legend.
ねえ、エピローグはないの？
No, it's meant to end there. I wrote everything I wanted to write.
もうちょっとあるでしょ。ほら、
Something like
何
a
か
true end. The hero and the heroine get together. What more could there be?
結婚
Uh-oh. Kekkon. Oh. I gaze up at the sky. The summer sun gently watches over us. It'll still be a while until fall arrives. It still feels like midsummer. It's not a bad idea. Let's have a wedding.
そうしましょう。
Wait.
それがいいわ。
Story may have come to a close, but our lives will go on. We're still in the middle of our long journey. Engagement rings have to be worth about 3 times your monthly salary, right? I'll need to save up for another 2 months
いら
then.
ないわよ、そんなの。結婚指輪だけでいい。だから、今すぐがいい。
What? We have plenty of time, but it's exactly why we shouldn't be standing still. Okay, Dina. Right now we're facing a future.
始めよっか。私たちのエピローグを。
Which nobody has ever seen.
これからいろいろ忙しくなってくるわね。
It's not over yet,
式
still!
はサラちゃんにお願いするとして、
Oh!
披露宴ってうちでいいのかしら。
Shouldn't we talk to Kulin first of all?
あ、そっか。すっかり忘れてた。
Well, it does feel a bit late at this point.
なんなら、私から
Never
報告
over.
しておこっか。
I remember something from the anime, I think, and I haven't seen it yet, so yeah, this VN never ends. It's considered long on the visual novel database website, so long really is long in that case. That wouldn't sit right with me either. Asking a girl's parents for their daughter's hand in marriage is the man's job. It's something I have to do myself. I have to put my all into it. I suppose I can't keep on working as a servant at this point.
そんなの気にしなくていいのに。
No, it's important. No matter how rich you are, I'd feel like a failure of a man if I had to mooch off you for the rest of my life. Let's see, maybe I can be someone's bodyguard again? Something on the bulletin board next to the shrine gate catches my eye. Now hiring head priest. That's it.
何々？御所と食事の提供あり。
Look at this. Apparently the position includes a virgin wait, what the hell? This must be Maria's doing. She's the only one I know who would write a crazy job posting like this. Jeez, there's no need to rush. Give it some time and I'm sure Sada will find someone herself.
そうね。うん。いいんじゃない？少女の夢。
Your smile is scaring me, Princess Dina.
この間だって、サラちゃんと仲良く魚釣りしてたじゃない。
That's like over a year ago when I've played that, man. They were just catching our dinner and you were there too.
カレントだって毎
Actually,
晩
in this-
二人きりで部屋にこもって。
It's not the same thing as in
何言ってるんだか？
this timeline, I guess. What? Just helping her study. Plus, hasn't she been studying in your room too lately?
今度にデートに行くとかなんとか。
My shopping trip and her mock exam just happened to fall on the same day.
も
Nina puffs up her cheeks and pouts at me. Why is she so upset? But there really aren't any decent jobs on this island. Maybe it would be better to go to the mainland for work, but I don't really have any connections there. Wait, maybe I do.
う。あ、せつなさん。
Hey.
ため息なんてついてどうされましたか？
Oh, speak of the devil. I was just thinking that I really need to find a decent job soon. Didn't you mention you were hiring part-timers a while ago?
ここのところ猫の手も借りたい状況でして、せつなさんでしたら大歓迎ですよ。短期のバイトですから大した額はお出しできませんが、一
then I'll
応
be
一
away
食
from
10
you.
はこちらで用意させていただいて、成果を出していただければ私から技術職員に推薦して差し上げられるかもしれません。
I don't really get what that entails, but this job seems worth a
ね
try.
え、せつな、
Whoa, that scared
こ
me.
ちらの愛くるしい女性はどちら様？
Oops, I forgot that these two haven't met before. Yamabuki Momoka, 23 years old. She's a distinguished professor from some university on the mainland. She's currently visiting for field work.
やめてくださいよ、先生だなんて。私はまだ学生の身で、この島には勉強の一環として。ずいぶん仲がいいみたいだけど。
Face. I asked her to help Karen with her entrance exams, right, Momoka?
はい、決して怪しい関係ではありませんよ。そもそも私、男性に興味ありませんから。
How inclusive, how woke. Wasn't Karen's brother was gay, right? Now, what a wow, what a way to introduce yourself.
あなたがリンネさんですね。お会いできて感激です。
Momoka grabs Rina's hand and looks at her in awe. Well, wait, don't tell me.
世界で唯一のコールドスリーパー。ぜひ、ぜひ、サインをお願いします。
Alright, she's always been like this.
コールドスリープ？何のことかしら。
It's okay, Nina. She's the one who originally told me about it. That's how we became acquainted in the first place. That day, she suddenly told me she'd reveal the secret of this world to me with a mysterious expression on her face. Kinda creeped me out at first. But also she told me what really happened to Dina, that she'd actually gone into a cold sleep when she was said to have been spirited away. It's not fair to be the person in question to be left in the dark, so I told Dina about it too. After she learned the truth, she had a troubled expression on her face for a while, but now, well, it's as you can see.
申し訳ありません。つい興奮のあまり取り乱してしまい。ねえ、そんなにすごいことなの？コールドスリープって。そりゃもう現在装置を分析中ですが、未知の技術の塊ですよ。リンネさんの体も隅から隅まで徹底的に分析したい。
Well, she did say she wasn't interested in men.
そう。またいつかね。
Momoka looks like she could start drooling at any moment. What? And Nina slowly inches away. Does she have a crush on Nina after all? Momoka, feel free to examine every crevice of my body to your heart's content.
ご冗談を。私男性には一切合切これっぽっちも興味ありませんから。
Ah! It's too bad. I'm actually a cold sleeper myself and an experienced time traveler to boot. Haven't told anybody about that yet, by the way. I've finally obtained a peaceful life, and I wouldn't want people thinking that I'm strange in the head. I get the feeling that Maria knows, but whatever. The only ones who believe anything she says are the old folks.
そんな話をしてる場合じゃありませんでした。定例会議があるので戻りませんと。それではお二方ともごきげんよう。
After giving us a polite nod, Momoka starts heading towards the town, but then she returns back.
そうそう。お仕事
Oh
だけ
yeah,
忘れてい
about
ました。
that. I just realized that for some reason, how long has this been there? Why is my jar visible on screen? Oh no. She hands me some sort of pamphlet. Welcome to Urashima, the island of Ryugujo.
これを皆さんにお配りしていたところなんです。島の方と協力して作ったんですよ。島の振興と私たちの研究の周知を兼ねて。
The design looks rather cheap. What about Windows or Microsoft Word 2003 Word Art? But I can feel that a lot of love and effort was put into it.
私、普段は海上ステーションにおりますので、もしその気になられましたらご連絡を。電話番号はパンフレットをご覧ください。もちろん、リンネさんもその気になられましたら大歓迎ですよ。
Momoka adds before finally heading off.
私、その仕事受けない方がいい気がする。
Me too. But the offshore platform, huh? I look into the open sea. A single silver dot is sitting at the horizon, shining in the
よかっ
sun.
た。取り壊しが中止になって、ああいう人たちが来てくれると、この島も元気になるもの。
She never really mentioned it before, but Dina was probably feeling guilty. If she hadn't been spirited away, then the platform might not have been closed in the first place. And in that case, the island would have developed much faster. Time stood still here during the 5.5 years that Dina was missing, but when Dina woke up, the clock started ticking again. Maybe they were waiting. Dina was waiting for my return as she slept. And in turn, the island might have been waiting for Dina to wake up.
どういう意味？
No, it's nothing.
もしかして恥ずかしいこと考えてた？
How'd you know?
わかるわよ。刹那のことは何でもね。
Well, okay then, why don't you tell me about what I'm thinking right now? Yeah, there's no way she'd get it right. I can tell because I know much more about her than she knows about me.
私のこと？
How did you know? Maybe Nina's memories will never return. The thought has crossed my mind quite a few times recently, but I wouldn't mind. Even if her memories don't return, her experiences are still part of her. No matter how many times they're rewritten, they shape the person who Dina is today. It's meaningless to try and distinguish the real experiences from the fake. As long as she's not wearing a mask, there's no pretense either. There's only Dina's true self, and everything it's made up of. When do we end? Oh my god. Dina and I haven't taken our walks on the beach anymore since that day. There's no need to now that we've found what we were looking for. We've both lost a lot along the way. We were losing things the entire time. But it would be so sad wasting every day chasing our traces of the past. We're only familiar with a small corner of the world. So if we're going to chase after something, we should pursue a future that we haven't seen before. Of course, it's better to leap into a bright future than to keep on dwelling on a dark past. It just took us this long to realize, but we probably didn't mind the long detour. Well, we don't hate ourselves for taking it, at least. I stay with Dina until she falls asleep on her bed, and then my feet carry me to the beach. Back when I was searching for myself on this beach with her, back when I was searching for junk in the snow with her, I was always repeating the same actions. It's kind of pathetic, if you think about it. But now, I cherish my memories of those times. If I told anyone about it, they'd probably never believe me, so my memories are my treasure. Mine alone. I take a walk around the beach as I think, before finding myself back in the spot where I started. And there, of all places, a familiar figure awaits me.
こんばんは、せつなさん。また会いましたね。
So we meet again. That sounds kind of ominous. Ohara-kun, the head of the Ohara family. Nina's mother.
今夜も例の日課ですか?
It's kind of become a habit. Well, I suppose you could say I'm on
い
patrol.
つもありがとうございます。やはり男の方がいてくださると安心できますね。
Usually we only exchange brief greetings, but it seems she has other plans this time. Actually, I was waiting for you tonight.
あら、
What? Alright. This is it. It's the biggest job of my entire life. I actually wanted to ask you. Calm down, I have to stay calm.
はい。あの子と結婚されるんですよね。
What? How'd you know?
さっきあの子が嬉しそうに報告してくれましたよ。
She took away my once-in-a-lifetime job. Honestly, I should have forbidden her from mentioning it. So, are you okay with it?
あら、私の許可が必要なことですか?
Yes, of course I do. They may not be related by blood, but that doesn't matter. They're family. She's the one who was raised Dina and protected her up until today. In that case, she's unmistakably Dina's mother. Hey Kuon, will you forgive me for trying to take your precious daughter away? Do you think I'm good enough for her? I definitely wasn't good enough before. Before, as in way long ago, like when she drowned. Oh, but now
そうですね。
she peeks up from beneath her hood and gives me a slight smile.
少し歩きながらお話ししましょうか。せつなさん。
Is she testing me? This music, man.
こうして男の人と肩を並べて歩いていると、なんだか若い頃を思い出しちゃいますね。
Norimasa? Still don't really know what the books were for in the library, right? Kuon and I were walking along the waterline at a leisurely pace. I'm trying to think what in this story hasn't really been told. Her calm demeanor makes her come across as more mature than
あの
Nina.
頃はまさか自分がこうして年寄り臭い話をするようになるなんて思ってもみませんでした。
Kuon stops and turns to look at
せ
me.
つなさん、
Ara, Setsuna-san.
残念ですが人生は楽しいことばかりではありません。
Well,
少なくとも私の周りに順風満帆な人生を歩めた人はいません。夏美もマリアももちろん私自身もそうでした。
Kuon, who was born into this world just a little sooner than me, and has therefore seen more of the world than I have, speaks quietly of the cruelty and injustice in this world, as well as its hopelessness.
せつなさんの人生にも今は想像もできないほどの困難が待っているでしょう。
She's exactly right. It's been that way up until now after all, so I'm certain it'll be the same from here on out.
それでもあなたはあの子のそばに居続けてくださいますか？
I'd be lying if I said I didn't have my qualms about this. The epic adventure of Sanzenkai Setsuna may be over, but my life will go on. Nobody knows what the future will bring, what tragedies might unfold, or when disaster might strike. One day I might end up regretting the decision I made today. Yeah, I still want to be with her, no matter what. I've had enough of the pain of losing people I care about. Sometimes I even wish that we'd never met in the first place, thinking it would have been better than going through that pain. But I can't deny my own feelings. I just want to spend my time with her, creating new memories together. I'm hopeless. I suck at whatever I do. I'm a fool, an idiot, a pessimist. There isn't a single good thing about me, and yet I was still able to give it my all this time. It's the first time I've accomplished something, and it's all thanks to her. If she hadn't been there, I would have probably been living a boring, ordinary life without ever accomplishing anything. I would have been living the same kind of cheap life as any other guy.
そんなに自分を卑下することはありませんよ。刹那さん、あなたはあの子を救ってくださいました。この島だって変えてくださいました。あの子は私には過ぎた子です。ですが刹那さん、あなたにはふさわしい伴侶となるでしょう。
I'm so awed at her words that I don't know how to face her. Instead, I look out into the ocean. One small light is sitting at the on the horizon in the distance. Subaru told me that you're the one who invited Momoka and her group to the island. During the 5 years Dina was missing, Kuon stayed at the closed offshore platform while she continued her search. The discovery of the cold sleep machine on Boryujima with Dina inside was a direct result of her efforts. In that case, you're the one who saved Dina and changed the island. In certain respects, Kuon is similar to how I used to be. She lost someone dear to her, but never gave up the struggle to get her back. That's how she's managed to shape the future that she wanted. I was only able to do what I did because the path had already been paved for me. It wasn't me who created the time machine in the future, but Dina. And it was Kuon who saved the Dina of this world. I probably just happened to be in the right place at the right time at the junction of history.
歴史に名を刻む人は得てして数奇な運命を持ち合わせているものですよ。
I'm not like that. The Son Zenkai Setsuna character from Legend might have been an unfortunate guy, but I'm perfectly average. I just happen to come from a different age, that's all. The ones who really leave their mark on history are the people living in those respective ages. But I really want to try living here. I'll become a cog in history's wheel. I'll live my life to the fullest, just like everyone else. So, it's kind of embarrassing to actually say this out loud.
だからそのためにそろそろ身を固めたいと？
No, that's not really the main reason.
冗談ですよ。刹那さん、好きになってくださったんですよね。あの子のこと。
Well, yeah.
そしてこれからも好きであり続けてくださるということですよね。
Yeah, that's right.
わかりました。
Kuon stops in her tracks. We've arrived at the far end of the beach, where the old boat is rotting in the sand.
刹那さん、一つだけ私に約束してください。この先の人生、何があろうとも必ずあの子のことを。
Wait a second, stop, let me say it myself.
いくらでもお待ちしますよ。
Honestly, both Dina and Kuon have this habit of saying the most important things before I can say them myself. Phew. But this is something I have to put into words myself. She has to hear it from my own lips. I swear I'll make Dina happy. I swear I'll make Dina happy. Nobody knows what the future will bring. No second option, F. Is that another branching path that could have happened there? I'm not sure. What? Nobody knows what the future will bring. That's why this isn't a promise, it's an oath. Oh, am I going down? What would the option be? What would that option be? Oh my god, I have to sit through this again and then... Oh man, what's true end? Oh my god. That's true end is for another day for sure. I don't know how long this is going to go on for even. It's already almost midnight. God damn it. Please, Kuon. I kneel down and press my forehead into the sand. Please let me marry her. I'll devote my entire life to making Dina happy, so...
頭を上げてください。せつなさん。
But this is the least I can
いい
do.
んですよ。せつなさん。いいんです。
Marry me, Kuon. Please. Also, step on me, please, Kuon. No, no. Something warm drips onto my head. They're tears.
私は幸せ
Oh
者です。
man.
あなたがあの子のことをこんなにも愛してくれるだなんて。あの子はずっと過去にとらわれていま
We
した。
still don't get to see. Go up further. I wanna see your eyes,
私で
man.
はあの子の力になってやることができず、母親なのに我が子を幸せにすることさえできず。
I look up. There we go. Kuon's face is streaked with
あり
tears.
がとうございます。
How did they fall into the ground when they're going into her,
あの
like,
子に幸せを分けていただいて。
one last dream with the final end plus the dead ends? You know how much there could be? You know how much there still could be for me to go through? How many dead ends were there? I saw like a bunch of... I'll look at it later. Anyway. The tears flow endlessly down her cheeks, sparkling in the moonlight.
どうお礼を言っていいか。どうやってあなたに報いればいいか。
I'm the one who should be expressing my thanks, Kuon. You're the one who's protected Nina up until today. It's thanks to you that I was able to see her again.
あの子のことをよろしくお願いします。
Yeah, I know. You've protected her for so long, but now it's my
そし
turn.
てどうかどうかあなたも幸せに。あの子と二人で誰よりも幸せに。
Yeah, I'll do my best. I'd like to be able to boast that we're the happiest family in the world. And Kuon, you'll be part of that family too. Many difficulties have stood in our way, but once we managed to overcome them, we found happiness before we realized it. I'm sure many more difficulties await us, but when we overcome them, we'll surely find ourselves with more happiness than we could ever need. Is that the end of the game? Is this actually the end? Could this actually be... Nope. No, it's a loading screen.
せつなさん、せつなさん。
Do I need the regular end before I can find the one anyway? I just don't even know.
ダメだ。
It's not over still, man.
こんな時にどこ消えちまったんだあいつは。まさ
This
か。
reminds me of like that one time I did like a stream for 4 flippin' hours in this game because it just kept going and I wanted to reach the end but it never ended.
あ、心当たりがあんのか。
Wait, I wasn't actually like reading.
未来に強制送還されてしまったの
Oh
では
man.
ないでしょうか。
Now we're back to the future. Where's our DeLorean?
おいおい、まだあいつのヨタ話信じてたのかよ。ヨタ話ではありません。未来人が過去に介入するととんでもないことになるんです。せつなさんはまさに今最高水準の禁忌を犯そうとしているわけですし。おいせつな、とっとと出てこねえとぶっ飛ばすぞ。真面目に聞いてください。お前な、最近あいつに影響されすぎなんだよ。こないだだってもう一人の未来人がどうこうって。それを言うならお姉ちゃんこそ最近せつなさんを意識しすぎだと思いますが。はあ？私のどこが？帽子のコレクション増えてきてますよね。
Hats.
それはあれだ。本土に行くとついいろいろ目についちまってだな。言い訳無用です。失恋も人生経験の一つですし、何より今日はいい区切りかと。
Well, Karanra has already...
ほら、せつな！さっさと出てこねえとぶっ殺すぞ！
Oh, sorry. Having a bad case of the runs. You know what? I relate.
そういうのは着替える前に済ませておいていただきませんと。
Everyone could probably relate to that.
ああ、一丁らがしわくちゃじゃねえか。
Well, I guess the nerves are upsetting my stomach.
せつなさんでも緊張することがあるとは意外です。情けねえな。こういう時、男はちゃんと構えてろよ。
Don't ask for the impossible. Everyone's gathered downstairs, right? Oh, is this the wedding?
クオンさんなんて早くも目に涙を溜めて待機してましたよ。
Am I having the runs on a wedding? Well, I mean, it makes sense. You know, Even though I don't think it'll happen in my life. Because I'm not sure if I want, like, to TMI. I'm sure if it would happen, I would also get a bad case of the runs on the day. If I get nervous at all, that happens, man. It's annoying. Ah, the sound of it. The thought of it is making my stomach churn.
気にすんな。別にあんたを見に来てるわけじゃねえから。
But isn't it my big day?
主役はもう一人の方かと。
How so?
あんたはただの脇役。つうかもうその一だ。
Well, it certainly makes it more easy on the nerves, but where's the big star then?
先ほど着付けが終わったところです。そろそろ
Are we gonna get the CG? Are we gonna get the CG?
しかし、神社であの格好はありなのか？
Don't ask me. That's what she wanted.
私はいいと思いますよ。母曰く、うちのモットーはリベラル&アナーキーだそうですし。
Ando?
私はいいと思いますよ。母曰く、うちのモットーはリベラル&アナーキーだそうですし。
リベラル&アナーキー。
そりゃあいつ個人のモットーなんじゃねえのか。島が変わってきているのですから、私たちも変わっていきませんと。けどさ、今まで続いてきたもんをぶっ壊しゃいいってわけでもねえだろ。お姉ちゃんにしては珍しい発言ですね。ああ、なんか最近歴史に興味が出てきてさ、古いもんも捨てたもんじゃねえなって。もちろん伝統は大事です。ですが、何より大事なのは形式にとらわれて盲目的になるのを避けることです。
There's some people I would like to say that to. Huh.
だから私が言ってんのはそういうことじゃなくて。
Honestly, I don't know what brought this about. For some reason, the two of them have started a heated discussion, though it's a good thing that the girls are starting to put some thought into what the island should be like. Sounds like I got in. By exchanging words and explaining their feelings, they'll be able to choose an even better future. Also, hello, Archie Tats? That's how people change. Also, this is like major spoil. This is like one of the endings of the game. Whoa. It's how they can change the island and even the world. But I'll leave all that difficult stuff for another day. Today's not the time for that. Oh, are we going to see... Corset? No, we don't want to wear that. Oh, it looks like the star of the show has finally graced us with her presence. CG time!
どうしたの？タキシードなんか着込んじゃって。今日何かあったっけ？
How about you? You look like you're ready to get married or something in that dress.
私も？まさか、これは普段着よ。
I see, that explains why it looks so natural on you. Yes.
あなたもなかなかよ。新郎だって言われたら騙されちゃうかも。なあ、サラ。こいつらバカなのか？放っておきましょう。もはや何を言っても無駄かと。
Hey, I can hear you.
見てて、セツナ。
Nina twirls around and the lace of her dress and veil sparkles in all the colors of the rainbow. Wow, you're almost like a real princess.
あら、知らなかったの？私はお姫様なのよ。あなただけの。ね。
Uh-oh. Never imagined we'd end up this way.
予想もしてなかった？
No, not at all.
しれっと嘘つかない。
Also, how old was she again at this point? 17? What? Is it that obvious?
当たり前でしょ。あなたのことは何でもお見通しよ。
But, you know, I'm not completely lying. The kind of happiness I wished for at first was much smaller. I thought I'd be happy enough as long as you were alive, and that as long as you were happy, I'd be happy too. Oh no, I'm crying.
どうして披露宴のスピーチみたいになってるのよ。
Sob. I never thought a day would come when I'd see you in a wedding dress.
はいはい。もういいからそういうのは。
No, I mean it, the first part at least.
まったく。あなたって人は。いい刹那。私は生きているだけじゃ幸せじゃないの。あなたが隣にいてくれなきゃ。ね。
Yeah, I know. That's why we're standing here together right now, having the ceremony we've always dreamed of. So, what are we doing after this?
昨日散々確認したでしょ？下に集まってる人たちに挨拶して、それから島中の家を回るの。
All? I mean, I'm not sure how many there are on this island. It's probably pretty small. Ugh, sounds like a pain in the ass.
文句言わない。あなたが望んだことでしょ？
You're the one who suggested it first.
やめる？
Follow you wherever you go.
やらしい。なるほど。 こうやってさりげなく殿方を尻に敷いて
勉強になるな。よし、私たちもいつか実践しようぜ。
What? Did they realize I can hear
そ
them?
して最後にこの神社に戻ってきて結婚指輪の交換。
Finally happening now.
ようやく。
I'm sorry, I couldn't afford an engagement
うん
ring.
いいの。だってもうもらったから。
Right.
それじゃあ行こっか。
Huh?
せつな。
Right. I thought she didn't have memories. The pure white flowers on her veil bathed sunlight. Sorry. The pure white flowers on her veil, bathed in sunlight, gently sway with every step she takes. Bathed in sunlight, just like our future. Of course, I feel uneasy stepping out into an unfamiliar, bright white world. I'm scared, not knowing what tomorrow is going to bring. But for now, I'll just revel in the moment. After all, it really is simply beautiful.
ねえ、やり残したことない？
No, I don't think I do.
私はあるわ。まだあな
Yes,
たと二人で
yes,
かき氷
yes,
食べてる。
yes, 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 I've said it. They still haven't done that. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, why don't we stop by at the old woman's place and have some on our way?
もうあるよ。
Yes?
とっくに終わっちゃったわよ。
Ah, you idiots, you didn't get any, you stupid idiots. Then I'll just have to take you next year. God damn it.
来年。
No, the real the true ending must definitely have them ending the game with like eating shaved ice. I swear to God.
いつまで続くと思う？
What, our marriage? Huh?
この世界のことよ。
That came out of
あな
nowhere.
たも言ってたでしょ？いつか氷河期が来るって。
Oh
もしかしたら
yeah.
この星の歴史から見たら人間の世界なんてすごく小さいのかも。今のこの幸せもすごくちっぽけなものなのかも。
Yeah, I think you're right. But I know that the world won't end that easily, at least not in our lifetime. But if in some distant future the world is in danger, if you ever get caught into trouble in a world like that, if you call for help at the end of the world, I'll definitely come and save you.
約束してくれる？
Yeah, I promise. After all, I'm
タイムトラベラーだものね。
end of the game. Actually, end of the game. Actually, end of the game.
アイランド。
Hey! Oh my god. It's actually over. Wait, it's not. If you go to
これはお
extra
まけ。
endings. There's... Oh, I missed one. Whoa, wait a minute. I missed one earlier on, and then we have like... I missed like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 endings. This was only Nina ending right now. That was the Nina ending, but we've like got... So given that... God, it's not Nina... What's this? This one must be the true ending then, right? Man. Now what? So the thing is, if I continue, it's just gonna go back
これまでのこと
to
ちゃんと覚えてる？
back to the right. So
あら、タイトルに戻るの？
right now,
アイランド。
next time
環境設定。
we'll look at the
あなたは
flowchart
どこから来
and
て
so
どこへ行くの？
does the real ending start? Can't go back. Can't go back. Can't go back. Can't go back. We have to go back here. And then we have to choose some other path that may give us the true ending? Is that the way it goes? Is that the way it goes? I have to go all the way back here and I have to do something that makes the true ending happen? Alright, so I know it next time I could like look for like there was like a mom answer and like oh my goodness. Jesus. But there were some other things, and so in winter was a complete linear thing with no choices, right? Right? I think this winter had no choices. think if she was 13, 10 years ago, not 7. If it's Dine. So the age is, yeah, probably the age as well. And that would change the whole story, right? Oh dear god, that would change how... Oh my god. Right, so... did I miss anything here? Like, can I see? These are all dead ends. Is there any other choices where I could have chosen differently? I don't remember. That's a true, or a real end. That's a dead end. What's this? Did this bring me to, like... Oh, I don't even remember. Oh yeah, dang, man. So many endings are still missing, though. Oh, that's Dina route. Oh, I can click on them to actually continue to some place. That was Dina route. This is Sara route. It was best girl. Ooh. What's this? Right, this will bring us to Midsummer. This was the choice where we went left. Okay. Who's best girl? I don't know, man. Story-wise, it would be like Dean with the... So Karen's route got this, which brought us back to Sara, okay. Yeah, so... I guess really the only option here is gonna be this, I guess. There might be some other hidden ending that I missed. Momoka ending. Or Momoka best girl? Fair. I can scroll, like... if I scroll here, the bottom is actually the bottom. If I scroll here, the bottom is actually the bottom. If I scroll here, the bottom is the bottom. Oh boy, yeah, it's not over yet. Look at how far we can still go. Oh no, there's so much. I bet you it goes to like to the right or the left and it keeps going down. Reincarnation is the best. Yes. Oh man, I want to go back to that one. Where was that? Where did we get? Where did we get that? Who is this voice, by the way? Who is doing this voice? Who is this voice? Do I know this voice actress? This is true ending, right? Who is this girl? I mean, this ending is more of like a stupid. That is so stupid. Anyway. Is there any information on this? On this person? Did I see it in the credits somewhere? You'll have to read Silent World the novel to learn more about it. I'm not sure if it's available in English. This is from like a whole different thing. What? What? What is this? It's not a visual novel, right? It's not. It's not. What? Anyway, end of the stream. See you later. Bye bye.